Okay, so I wanted to do a quick tutorial in QuickBooks Online to show you how to run an accounts receivable aging report. So no matter what version of QuickBooks Online you have, if you have Simple Start, Essentials, or Plus, this report is available in all. This is just a sample company here that you're looking at, Craig's Design and Landscaping Services. So if you go to the left menu, this gray menu where it says in white letters Reports, you're going to want to click on that, Reports, and it'll bring up all of the available things that you can run here. It's actually available just as a standard, but if you go down under Who Owes You, you'll see Accounts Receivable Aging Summary. Depending on what type of QuickBooks version you have, you could also have this detail, but the summary is available in the most basic level version. So we're going to use that one. So once this pulls up, you can customize a little bit of how you run the report in this top area that's shaded in with these different filter box and drop downs. So the report period, I would like to look at this report just as it is here today. So I want to see, I'm assuming everything that I have in the system is up to date, and I want to see where we're at as of today. So I'm going to keep everything else the same. This days per aging period, that's how do you want your buckets broken down? So when we're thinking about balances past due, do I want to see them broken down by 1 month, 30 days, or longer? So depending on what your business is or perhaps the seasonality of things, you can play around with that. But I'm going to keep things at this standard 30 days per aging period. So when you click Run Report, it will pull up for you here a list of all of your customers on the left-hand side here, and then it will give you their balances, and it breaks it down by those buckets that we were talking about. So what's current, what's 1 to 30 days past due, and 31 to 60 days past due, and so on, giving you totals on the right by customer. So if you scroll down to the end of this report, you see this $5,281 number. That's the total accounts receivable balance. So this is money owed to your company. If you were to run a balance sheet, or if your accountant runs you a balance sheet and it shows, okay, you have cash of $4,000 and you have accounts receivable of $5,281, this is where you can find what is that $5,281 made up of. Because keep in mind, it's not cash, right? So this was revenue for services or goods you've provided that you have not yet received actual payment, actual cash for. So the goal is to stay on top of this report to be able to manage balances that are past due so that you can continue to convert this into cash. So balances that are in this 91 and over or 61 to 90 days past due, these should be absolute red flags for you. So you can click on these balances, like see this Red Rock Diner is 61 to 90 days past due. I'm going to click on that, $156. And it looks like, okay, there was a January invoice from Red Rock Diner. Okay, well, I can't quite remember what that is. You can click on the invoice number and it'll bring up a little bit more details. And QuickBooks is great about letting you drill down and dig deeper into what all of these things are. So keep clicking until you find what you need is kind of a good way to go about it. Okay, so yeah, you can see here the detail of what services or goods you provided. You can get the customer's email. You could grab it right off of here and send a follow-up to them. And so this is just a great report that allows you to kind of dig in to your customers and the balances that they owe you. Stay on top of those balances. Keep converting them to cash as you can. Especially during this time, just follow-up is huge. So obviously there's a lot of businesses that are struggling to make payments on time. So given that, you can still follow up, communicate, make payment plans, and stay on top of this important function of your business.